We got best ongoing game though, and I do want to talk about that for a little bit. Best ongoing game awards. The runners-up, the nominees for the best ongoing game is Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm going to take a wild guess, and I reckon you probably voted for Fortnite.
Because you never played it.
I've played Fortnite once. I've got a video. There's proof. And in the middle of the video, I rage quit and switched games to No Man's Sky.
We're getting you back into Fortnite, sir.
Saying that you voted for No Man's Sky being the best ongoing game. What have you voted for, Snow? I'm guessing No Man's Sky as well.
I didn't vote yet because I have to make an account.
There in the chat are voting as well. Like, let us know in the chat what you're voting for and what. Get involved in the conversation, guys. Even just via the YouTube chat there. Like, let us know.
Requiem.
I went ahead and put the link for that in the chat if you guys want to go ahead and give vote. Okay, well, let me see how I would vote. Let's go over this. I don't play Destiny. I own Destiny 1, and I played it just a couple of times. I own Fortnite. I played it once. I own No Man's Sky. I love No Man's Sky. I have never played Overwatch a single time.
Overwatch is a very good game. It is pretty good. It has got a pretty solid following, I've got to say.
It's kind of like a MOBA type game, except it's not top down and there are no minions. It's just basic 6-on-6 shooter.
Well, okay, so let's go over this. Destiny 2. I've seen a couple articles saying that it's not doing as well as they hoped.
I've heard about that.
Right.
I think following the success of Destiny 1 would be hard, though, to be honest. I mean, that was it was a huge title when it came out. A lot of people, including myself, I was playing it for months and months. It was very good. The raid system, the way you sort of went down, and it was like maze puzzles and jump puzzles, and then you'd fight a group of enemies, and then you'd move on to the next bit and fight more enemies. Then you get to this giant boss, and you'd have to like push him off the ledge to kill him.
Right.
If you're using an exploit that you weren't really meant to use, sorry about that. But it was a very good game, and I think any company would find it hard to follow that sort of success with even with a sort of a title that was named the same. I think that's quite a hard order. But I played Destiny 2 for a bit. I thought it was good fun.
Okay.
Destiny 2?
But again, this award is going for best ongoing game. So I'm not sure. Guys, comment down below what you know about Destiny. I mean, are they adding like some serious awesome updates? Is it trucking along really well? The only thing that I know is an article that I keep coming across, but I haven't clicked, that says something about it's not doing as well as they'd hoped, and they're trying to give it away or something like that. I don't know. But let me know about Destiny. Do you think it's the best ongoing game? Fortnite. Fortnite is the next one. Best ongoing game. In my opinion, I feel like Fortnite is kind of losing its popularity.
Well, I will say it is continuing in with the updates and all that. So it might be a contender because it's keep getting content added to the game semi-regularly.
Right.
So they might have some.
Wasn't there some kind of weird ARG going along inside the game?
There was. It was the cube, the giant cube.
Okay.
Where people are trying to figure out where's this cube going? Where is he going? And yeah, it's ended now, but still, it's kind of wacky.
I've got to say, with Fortnite, I mean, one thing I've got to give them is they do consistently good updates, and they seem to be forever improving the game, and they do seem to be in touch with the people that are playing the game as well. They're definitely reacting to the community and what they want from it. It's completely different now to what it was when it first released. I think, if you're completely fair, I think it's got a good chance because it has got a huge following. They do, it is a solid battle royale game. It's like. Personally, I prefer to play that battle royale than some of the other battle royales that we have choices for on console. Like you've got H1Z1, but I would say Fortnite's more enjoyable for me personally. I'm not saying that's the same for everyone out there, but yeah, I would say it's they are doing well with the old updates. They're definitely pushing content out, and I don't believe you pay for, anything other than the cosmetics, really. You get the new
And
stuff.
save the world.
Yeah, there's always new content there to check out, and that's something that's really good for any gaming community, I think. So, yeah, you got to give them that. I think credit where it's due. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next on the list is No Man's Sky. Now, if we know a lot about No Man's Sky, and if anything that we say positive is going to seem biased at this point, but No Man's Sky, I mean, if you think about the way it was released and all the updates, all the hard work, all the with the ARG involvement, the money spent there, releasing on a whole other console, doing very well with that, releasing it in another country on Tencent Wii Game, the Abyss update, the weekly updates, adding things constantly to the game.
Forget Next either. Next was literally, it was utterly game changing. Like literally, it wasn't the same game.
Right, exactly. It was 100% game changing. Yeah. You could have stuck No Man's Sky 2 on it, and it would have worked. So
I will also say that even though with some of the with most of these updates, there are still people with internet that are still playing 1.0 vanilla version. And they're enjoying it.
It's you're amazing. Right. 100%. You're right. Yeah. Thousands of people. Yep. So I mean, I'm going to vote No Man's Sky just to be honest and let people know. I mean, as far as the remaining ones here, like Overwatch, I don't know a single thing about Overwatch or why it would be considered one of the nominees for best ongoing game. Are they releasing like some serious updates? Is the game still doing well as far as player numbers?
They update the game. Yeah, they bring in new characters. It's a very interesting thing. It's like a first-person kind of MOBA. Essentially, the team has to play well together. All of the people in the team have to be playing to their strengths and helping the other people benefit from their specific buffs. So it's definitely. It's very good for team building. It's a brilliant sort of, experience to get into and play team building wise. It's a different type of game. You've got first person shooters like, for example, I could say, Call of Duty. You can go out there and you can run around, you can get loads of kills and stuff, and you don't ever really feel the need to play it as a team. I mean, it can help. But, there's never an absolute need for it. But with games like Overwatch, you need to be playing in a good group of people that all work together well and that are all helping each other out. It's a very, very good game. And, I'd be interested to see how high up they get in the ratings. I don't necessarily think they're going to win. But I would say 100% it is, it's definitely a good game. Yeah.
Yeah. Dave Z, it's a kind of cool name. Reminds me of DayZ. Says something. Warframe is another good game, another good free-to-play game. I think Warframe would have been a good nominee for this. They just updated it to like an open world and everything. It looks absolutely amazing.
That game is utterly unrecognizable from when it first came out.
It sure is.
It really has been incredibly updated, and the dev team behind that really are working hard to make it, much better than it was when it came out. You got to give them credit for that. Again, credit where it's due, really.
Right. You guys are going to make me check out Overwatch. I keep going back up and looking at it. I've never played it before, but I might give it a shot. Give it a go. Give it a little Cobra run through. See what happens.
Yeah, and maybe you can play with me sometime because I actually own Overwatch.
Okay, cool. Also, me and Semtex just realized we had Ghost Recon Wildlands. So if anybody's interested in seeing me and Semtex do a little couple missions in that for an upload, let me know because I've been having fun playing it.
It's a good game.
The last game that we have for best ongoing game is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Again, it's another title that I don't know anything about. Have any of you played that?
No, but I do know a streamer who has been streaming a lot of it, actually.
Okay. No, why would...
I tried it out in the initial demo stage before they actually launched the game. I did a bit of beta testing for Rainbow Six. And it again, it's very much like the like Overwatch. You have to have a team that works together well. It's kind of like CSGO in that respect. It's it's definitely a high tier shooter. You don't want to go in there and kind of like just running around willy-nilly, not really knowing what's going on, because you will get utterly destroyed It's yeah, you need to know what you're doing in that game. Definitely a lot of time investment if you want to take that seriously. But it is a very good game. Graphically, it's really good. The way that you sort of like, you know, it's pretty much search and destroy, but taken to another level. It is very cool. It's very cool.
Well, I went ahead and voted No Man's Sky. So this is actually a preference. It's an opinion. This vote's an opinion, and mine's probably biased, but yeah, I voted No Man's Sky. So we'll see what happens. I think the work, just from what I know, I think the work that they're putting into the game, just constantly updating, adding tons of new feature, I think it would be considered best ongoing game, because you got to think about how under the wheel they were when they released No Man's Sky. They were burnt to the ground. It's considered one of the worst games in history. I was reading an article. It was about Fallout 76, about how Fallout 76 is the new No Man's Sky, and they literally said that in the text, that it was the new No Man's Sky. And I was like, they're still using No Man's Sky as the way to describe a horrible flop. You know, and
well, it's had the biggest turnaround in gaming history. Like 100%. Next, literally took that game from being one of the most hated games to one of the most anticipated things to play before that update happened. Huge sort of like community boost for the game. Huge increase improvements across the board in every way. No Man's Sky when next came out.